sometime Saturday night in the middle of the night. And this is the Truth is Blunt Network, which means that this is the King and Doc podcast. I am the Bud Doctor with my man King Hooley on our newly, actually for once, named network. What's going on, Big Dog? How you doing, man?
Man, hey, the truth is blunt. The truth is blunt, my dude.
It's the truth. It's accuracy. It's descriptive. It's locally important to what we've got going on around here. So I think it works quite well. And I'm gonna just again TIBN. It rolls off the tongue. It works quite well. So I'm gonna take
TIBN. TIBN. That sounds really pretty cool, man. We can go so many different places with TIBN. It's gonna be dope.
TIBN high as fuck. And so anyway, it's Saturday.
It's Saturday, man. You know what it is.
We're doing our things late night. That's how we do these things. So what's going on in the world of Hooley? You played a tournament today because you're an actual athlete.
That's right.
You're a professional baller of
soft
sorts.
Of soft, yeah, a soft baller.
Professional baller of soft. I like that. That's how we should. That's the proper. That's how they say it in England.
Yeah. So I guess you would consider me. Now I'm really just an amateur softball player, but I played in the tournament this morning in Huntington Beach. First off, it was too goddamn windy to be out there playing, bro. The wind was doing this weird circle spirally thing going on. So like I'm out there in left field. The ball seemed like it was coming off and it was coming out hot, but then the wind would take it and it would do some weird shit where I would have to like run even faster back in to try to get to the ball. Sometimes I got there, sometimes I didn't. It's okay. I got a gnarly scar on my knee to prove it. So, you know what I'm saying? Other than that, it was cool, man. Oh, dude, the craziest thing happened to me last night. Craziest thing. So shout out to my bro, Ricardo Whitaker, and his wife, Desiree Whitaker. They celebrated their birthdays last night. We decided we was going to go downtown to downtown LA to, help them celebrate. We went to this restaurant called, I wouldn't quite call it a restaurant. It's like a rooftop bar-ish type deal, type thing going on. So we went to that. It's called Level 8. So we go to Level 8. We have a good time. Ricardo's like my boy from back home, so we go back to like junior high school. I'm a year ahead of him. So like, when he was in 6th grade, I was in 7th. When he was in 7th, I was in 8th. And then after I moved on to high school, of course, he finished there, but he went on to a different high school. And we saw each other every once in a while. But, for the last 6 years, we both been living in LA, so we kind of chop it up. Well, we go out there to celebrate their birthdays. We're having a good time. We're leaving, dude. And as we're leaving, this place that we go to is right across the street from Crypto Arena in the Lakers game. The Lakers game was emptying out. Bro, I walk out there. I look up. I see a very, very familiar face, and it's staring at me. And I'm like, oh my God! Like, wait a minute, this is my boy Jarvis Kidd from back home in Mobile, from high school, from W.P. Davidson High School. He's also like my cousin's baby's daddy. You know what I'm saying? So I was very shocked to see him. But then I look up.
So family.
Yeah, like pretty much family. Like then I look up and I see my boy Mackenzie Johnson, who, if we were like, graduation, in order to graduate, he graduated right before me. And the craziest thing happened, like, the first thing I asked him, I was like, bro, why are we running into each other in different parts of the world randomly? How does this happen to us? I think this is the third time this happened. I think it happened one time in Atlanta, happened this time last night in LA. The very first time I ran into this dude in a random part of the world was in Iraq. Craziness.
That's fucking random.
It's fucking crazy.
That's a random ass place to run into somebody.
Yeah.
When you're from the United States, another part of the country is the country's large.
Yeah, the dude literally graduated right before me. Yeah. They called his name. Get the applause. They called my name. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm assuming that's like a military coincidence, I would assume.
Yeah, I mean it is. It is.
If you both just happen to be in Iraq outside of a military thing, that would really be
That would be
fucking
very
random.
yeah,
That would be
completely random. Yeah,
That would be
for
some
sure,
shit
for
right
sure.
there. But the invasion style makes some sense. But nonetheless, it's very strange. And as you said, to run into them in Iraq and then Los Angeles, it's like very.
I mean, we've done it before one time in Atlanta too.
Yeah,
I think we've run into each other in Atlanta. Like, damn, like, bro, I'm running into you everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
it's just very well evenly distributed.
Right.
The next one will be in China
Probably.
because it's like one every 6 time zones. I like it. I appreciate good, appropriate mathematic distribution of random interval events.
for sure.
It really proves how we built the pyramids. Yes, there we go. The simulation is running out of memory.
Yep. And they keep throwing me and
We're
Mackenzie
winding
Johnson
down.
to the same place.
Winding it on down. We're into the portion of Minecraft where it no longer is capable of creating new land. It's just
Yeah, man. Yeah, so that was cool, man. How about you, man? What was the biggest thing that was going on with you since we last recorded?
just living life with 2 children instead of 1 child. That's all that's going on in my world. So there's nothing else, because when you have a second child, there's no more time ever again for anything.
Ever.
So
For
that's
anything,
it.
ever.
Nope.
That's true.
So that's the end of my life. My life is officially ended. It's been wrapped up. It's like in Madden when you played 15 years and it forces you to retire.
Yeah.
like-
And you're like, I don't want to retire. I want to continue
You're
going.
like, no, I want to play more years. They're like, no, it doesn't matter what you want. You're done. No one is interested in signing you to a contract. You can go play in arena football. That's what I can do now. I can play the arena football of life, which, boy, I don't even know I guess that's grilling. I grill things. That's
Yeah.
the arena football of life for dads.
What else would be arena football? Grilling, actually, you know what I'm saying? I would say
Grilling is arena football because it's an
building
enclosed space.
things. Building things too, man.
True, but
Yeah.
grilling is an enclosed space, and there's a limited amount to what you can cook. That really describes arena football, because
Is there?
it's tiny.
It's
We're
not a
playing
limit. I don't
in
think
in a basketball arena. Like I've spent 3.
I don't think
years
there's a
thinking
limited
about
way. You can do a lot on that grill.
No, but there's a limit to physically what you can put on it. Much like a basketball arena
Okay.
is
Yeah,
limited in
yeah.
the number of people that are able to
Yeah,
be
yeah.
there.
Be there, right?
See,
Yeah, okay.
It's-
I got
it's
you.
physically limited.
Yeah,
There are
yeah.
physical limitations, you see.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sure that the Arena Football League will appreciate being compared to a barrel grill. But in my defense, they don't exist anymore. So maybe
How many
if they
racks of
spend a
ribs?
little bit more time trying to not be like barrel grills, then maybe they would exist. So
Maybe.
think ahead before you come at me. Arena Football Commissioner, who I bet is definitely watching. Of all
Yeah, I'm
the
pretty
people
sure he
who
is.
watch this show, I'm gonna wager that the Arena Football former commissioner is one of them. That would be
He's
one
boy.
of one of the 3 people that I would guess.
He doesn't have a job, so
No, well, that's why he watches.
that's why he watches. And he's a smart man, you know what I mean? But go get a job,
Anyone
bro.
who's watching us today is choosing to watch us over Ryan Gosling on Saturday Night Live. So that's
And that is a plus.
that's
That
a
is a
choice.
plus.
That
I will
appreciate
fucking take it.
because, yeah,
I will
because
take it.
Ryan Gosling is one of the great Saturday Night Live hosts. So this
Yeah.
is one of the few times that I would expect nobody in the world to watch us, and yet here they are because I forced them to.
That's right.
Because
right,
I
well-
forced them to.
We're back here though, man. And this crazy shit's going on in the world since the last 2 weeks that we've recorded our great show.
No, that's true.
Hey, we're at war, man.
Mm.
Woo!
Oh, but it hasn't
Cute.
been declared yet. So what do you?
I mean,
We're at illegally striking independent nations.
right. It looks like it. Looks like we are. I don't know, man. All this stuff is looking very Star Wars Episode 3-ish to me.
How so?
Um, just, I mean, did you watch the State of the Union, or did you see any high? I mean, would you call them highlights?
I was literally drunk in a casino. I absolutely did
It's
not
probably
watch the State of the Union.
That's probably should have been the best side.
I was
That
literally hammered in a casino in Las Vegas.
That's probably good for you.
Watch the State of the Union.
That's
So
probably
I'm
good
not
for
even
you.
gonna pretend.
Nah, man, just all of the pandering he did, all of the saying the propaganda bullshit that he did, saying obviously the Democrats, were trying to stage some type of silent protest by not engaging with him. So, but he was like, hey, guess what? Show of hands. He did this number. Show of hands. If you think illegal aliens should not be here, yeah, he did that shit. Like, show of hands. If you don't think illegal aliens should be here, and to protecting a government that protects illegal aliens and then protects the Americans, raise your hand. And of course, Republicans raise their hand. All of them raise their hand because anything he says is what they have to do, right? Democrats didn't do it, right? Obviously, they don't want that to happen. They don't want to protect. They don't want anybody to get hurt. Americans get hurt. But the fact that they didn't raise their hand, this guy's like, see, I told you they hate America. What's the matter with them? No, they hate you, dude.
Anyone watching that who gleaned something from it is a fucking moron. If you learn something new about Donald Trump, you're a fucking moron. We know all that we need to know. Anyone who is gathering information or doing research or considering both sides or any of those things is a fucking moron at this point. Like, there's nothing left. There's nothing. It's almost not even funny anymore because any joke you could make is not as insane as what he does on a regular basis. Like Eric Andre was saying that, I think it was like, or it was Conan was saying, like, when you go and you try to make a joke about someone and what they do is more insane than the actual ability to tell a joke, like, or that it's more insane than the joke itself, then they're beyond parody, they're beyond satire, because it's just literally insanity. And that's where we are at this point, that it's like, what jokes can you even make about this situation? Like, what is there even to say that you can, like, what parody is there? What humor is there?
It is delicious.
There's none. We've gone past the point of, when you look into what happened with the sinking of this Iranian vessel, and you see that we did maneuvers with this vessel. They thought they were in a peaceful situation with us. Then we turned around and literally sunk it 10 minutes after doing a peaceful, like, thing with this vessel. Like, it wasn't even a war vessel. We keep describing it in the news as a warship. It literally didn't even have its munitions. It was basically a ship full of civilians that we sunk, and then we're, running around clapping like we're, some tough guys, so that Pete Hegseth can jerk off to all of his
what a douchebag that dude is, man.
Military guys.
What a jackass that guy is.
Yeah, he's gonna be, they will come for him.
Yeah, I can't wait.
They will come for him.
I can't wait. I can't wait because this dude, he's just committed so many different atrocities. From the fishing vessels that they were saying smuggled drugs.
All while
you out there, you killed them. Yeah.
While he's drunk and sexting.
Double tap. I'm gonna kill him.
These kids are so fucking embarrassed of him. Every time they see him, they show his kids when he's talking. They're like horrified because they know that their father's a fucking. I mean, this guy is just. I mean, number one, when he goes up there and he's like, no more fat people in the military. Nothing but but handsome, shaved men. Just
Yeah,
topless,
rugged-
shaved, handsome
rugged
men with
good
muscles.
looks
Lots
and
of
muscles on
everywhere. And
on
no
top of
shirts.
muscles.
Yeah,
No shirts.
no gays, but only shirtless, hairy, oiled men in boxers, but no
Yeah.
gays. But
Okay.
just shirtless, hairy, oiled men. No women in sight. No. And no trans people. We don't even want anyone who looks like a woman. We want everyone to look like a man, oiled up with and then we're going to go and we're going to be in the barracks together late at night. And we're going to play grab ass and hit each other with pillows. Like, what are we fucking doing here? Like, number one, like, the toughest the U.S. military could possibly be would probably be if it was filled with gays. Because if you've ever been to a gym, the most ripped dudes in that room are all of the gay dudes. So number one, like, let's just be honest about what makes a tough military. If you've ever seen a bunch of cops who are fat and eating donuts, and you've ever seen a bunch of gays who are running 4-minute miles, I'm going to ask you who you want to represent you in the U.S. military, and there's an obvious answer. It's not the police. Nonetheless, that joke aside, all like they're literally committing war crimes without the benefit of Congress. Like, if they had Trump could have just told Congress and all of his little lapdogs there, hey, declare war for me. And they would have done it. And then it wouldn't have been a war crime. And instead, he's done it in a way that is now like, it is, but it doesn't even matter. Nothing matters. Nothing matters at all. No one's going to stop him. The Democrats just stand there and go, oh, well, just wait till we can vote. Oh, my God, you fucking, you losers.
He's already trying to take the. Yeah.
They're such losers. It's
America's cooked, bro. We are cooked.
And it's in the words of the, someone on social media. It's like, Republicans are like, we're fine with ICE kidnapping people in unmarked vans, and then Democrats are like, yeah, that's wrong. Mark the vans. And it's just like, like they always miss the fucking point. Like they always miss the point. And,
Like, how dare you say that?
Yeah. Well, it's why Jasmine Crockett lost in Texas. Like, I love Jasmine Crockett. She's right on a lot of things. But then you go vote for defense funding for Israel. It's like, so do you stand for anything that you say or not? Because you literally sit here and talk about I'm progressive this and Governor Hot Wheels and all these things. And then when it comes down to it, I'm going to make sure that I vote for every single military thing. And she lost her primary because of that shit. And, these people Democrats have no spines. And we literally run into this problem. Republicans have no spines either. But that's not a problem when you're evil. Having no spine is no problem when you're evil because you can just do anything, good or bad, flip-flop, change your mind, whatever. It doesn't matter. You're evil. But Democrats are like, we have to hold ourselves to a higher standard. Okay, but hold yourself to a higher standard and also have a spine.
Right.
You can do both of those things, and they won't.
Yeah, you can do both those things at the same time. I agree with you. I'm not liking the current state of the Democrats. I think the time for being passive is over, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Because obviously, the MAGA people are not going to play, say fair at all. You know what I'm saying? And they know these things and they don't give a fuck. And they know they know it bothers you, so they're going to double down on it and make you and rub your face in it while they're doing it. Because they know you're not going to do shit because you don't have a fucking spine. So I think, I think the time for being passive for Democrats it should be over. They have to get aggressive and do something.
And they're all like, we're going to have a civil war against the liberals. Again, listen, you can roll out here in your mayonnaise sandwiches and your wheelchairs and your double wides all you want. I'm standing behind the gay progressive army that's going to whoop your ass. I'm on board. You know what? I'm on this. I'm on board. It's the GLA, the Gay Liberation Army, that's going to save the United States. Just a bunch of absolutely ripped dudes that are Pete Hegseth's dream coming to destroy him. this sounds like some kind of insane gay Amazon fan fiction that I'm talking about right now. And in fact, you know what? I might write that because listen, I'm all about the money, baby, and I believe this is one of the greatest ideas I've ever had. I'm not sober right now, by the way. So anyway, seriously though, like I joke about all this shit, but honest to God, you listen to this guy literally sit here and describe the physical. My soldiers need to look like this, and we're gonna look like this, and we're gonna be. It's like no one fucking cares what soldiers look. The guy's weird. He has like weird military fetishes, and you don't put a person like that.
Yeah, you're out there playing
charge
G.I.
of
Joe,
anything.
but no, you can't let anybody playing G.I. Joe be in charge of people with, saying real life things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's like, yeah, this is cool. Like, we have drones, and we're going to use drones to kill the bad guys, and we're going to do this, and we're going to have people to do this. You know what I mean? Like, no, that's not how this shit works, And then when it's all said and done, I hope they get brought up on those charges for, war crimes, and I hope they all go to fucking jail. I hope they all, face whatever they have to be faced. But this is some crazy ass shit right now.
Well, people keep forgetting, I know that everyone thinks that there's no, Hitler also thought there would be nothing to account for. Like, lots of people believe that there will be no one to hold them to account for their crimes, and they're very, very incorrect about that. And, again, like, you can believe all you want that there's no chance that you'll never be out of power again because you did this and that, and all those things are wrong. For all that Donald Trump has done, Ronald Reagan had more power than any president ever. Like the way he swept elections and the mandate that he had is still almost completely unseen. And it has shaped this world for the worse in so many ways. And, he handed power off to one of his sycophant losers who immediately lost an incumbent election to Bill Clinton in 92 in a time when, incumbent Republicans basically never lost. And so, like, what we know is that even you will always lose eventually. There is no other Trump. No one can take the mantle for him and continue this thing on forever. Like, it will end. And there's, whether it's J.D. Vance or whoever runs next, Donald Trump Jr., whatever, it's going to be a massive power vacuum in the conservative MAGA world to try to determine who is the great one. And ultimately what you'll find is there is no significant person who can actually get all of these people to coalesce into one thing, and it will become tribal, and it will be a bunch of different people, and there will ultimately be a massively fractured Republican Party. So that will be what Donald Trump will leave us, which is very good. And in the wake of that, you'll have probably the first time that the Democrats have had all three branches of government in a very long time. Because again, even the mayor of Miami is now a Democrat, which anyone who knows the politics of Miami,
that's crazy.
They haven't had a Democrat in God knows how long, and they elected one this year because Hispanics, who are such a significant portion of the electorate in states that matter, have now decided that they hate Republicans when they were traditionally a pretty conservative voting bloc because of the fact that a lot of them are Catholic. The world is changing.
A big reason why Donald Trump got elected.
Yeah, and now they're going to be a big reason why he loses. And they're why he.
But see, like,
why he won Arizona.
I'm trying to tell you. We try to tell you. You know what I'm saying? In 2016 about this guy. Try to tell you in 2024 about this guy.
You want to piss off a Trump voter? You just point out that he's never beaten a man, and he only beats.
Oh yeah, he only beats women.
That's the one. He only beat Hillary Clinton and Kamala Harris, but he lost to Biden. That's how you make them lose their fucking shit.
Shut up.
Those were rigged elections. Oh, the ones that he won were rigged elections.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, they're rigged.
No, the one that Biden won was
stole.
Rigged.
Biden stole that election. I saw him. Behind Kinko's. He was printing all fucking new ballots and giving them out to fucking immigrants and dead people.
that sounds like Carrie Lake, basically. That sounds
Is
like
that?
what we had to deal with around here. Is like I saw it with my own.
Oh, my
Here's a
own three
video
eyes.
of some person on YouTube shredding paper, and that means
Yeah.
something to me. And
What
it's
are
a video of
those?
Someone in fucking Cambodia shredding a piece of paper.
Right.
We're the
Right,
dumbest
they
country.
changed the filter on it, run it through AI or whatever, run through like Sword too.
We're the dumbest country, and it's just it's so unbelievably sad how worthless so many of us are. And the other thing is, again, there are like 11 countries within the United States. The idea that this is all one nation is stupid as fuck. Nothing that goes on in Alabama is relevant to what goes on in my life here. Not at all. And they should not have any say in what goes on in my life. And the United States should honestly be broken up into several smaller countries. But, again, that's a thing for another day. But we're living in the dumbest timeline full of the dumbest people who have the most power that they've ever had. And I don't know. It's embarrassing. If I was around the world right now, I'd be like, I'm sorry. Hello, I'm from America. I'm sorry. Hi, I'm American. I'm sorry.
Be very apologetic. Like, I'm sorry.
I feel like you have to. Hi, I'm sorry.
I'm one of the good ones.
Very sorry. I'm very sorry for everything we did. I'm sorry.
I'm one of the good
Nice
ones.
to meet you.
Please,
I'm sorry.
please don't. What else? What else is going on?
Canadian. I'm sorry.
Speaking of Canadians, your boy Dylan Brooks
Yeah. Well,
got a DUI, and you were saying something like
well, number one.
earlier today when you brought it up. Like, okay, I knew you got the DUI.
Calling it
But-
a DUI is bullshit because number one, he didn't have any alcohol. Number two, there's no fucking proof of anything. The cop, you can watch the fucking video, and the cop's like, "Oh, it smells like marijuana in here." He doesn't find anything. He doesn't see anything. He just says it smells like marijuana, which anyone who fucking knows cops knows that they say that shit all the fucking time. Anytime they want to arrest someone for fucking nothing.
Or
And
or they
this
want to
is
search the
all-
car.
Yeah, and he asked him on the video, Dylan's like, my hand is broken. I just had surgery. And the guy's like, why is your hand broken? He's like, he's literally a Phoenix fucking Sun player. You know his hand is broken. You should fucking pay attention to the goddamn news. And by the way, if a person just had surgery, it doesn't matter whether or not they're a Suns player. You shouldn't fucking handcuff them behind their back, you fucking idiot. And of course, this is just yet another example of, an opportunity to shame a rich black man, so we need to make sure that we do it. He doesn't have any marijuana on him. He wasn't drunk. There's no proof of anything. But we need to make sure we get this arrest so that we can get our career-making bust and put that video on the internet. And again, he's literally fucking innocent. Not only that, what the guy pulled him over for, Dylan's in the video in the backseat of the car going, "You're fucking swerving on the road. This is what you pulled me over for, and you're doing it right now." Like, Dylan Brooks has he'll get a technical foul against the cops. He doesn't give a fuck. Dude. Like, Dylan Brooks is awesome, and this shit is bullshit, and I guarantee you, these charges will be dropped because this is bullshit. It's absolute nonsense shenanigans yet again of a white, I don't even know if the officer is white or whatever. He's some kind of not black. And it's some kind of non-black person arresting a black person for fucking nothing. And it's, our city, Phoenix, is just a fucking police Gestapo. Everything here is about generating fees through DUIs and all this other bullshit. That's why they arrest you with these fake crowds. Smells in your car. Like, that's not a reason to arrest somebody. Because
It's not a reason to arrest
that's
people.
That's not a crime.
It's not a reason.
Smell something.
Yeah,
This
you're
shit's
right.
gonna
That's
be
100%
thrown out.
not a reason.
This is going to be thrown out, and Dylan Brooks is going to own the Phoenix police when it's over.
Yeah, 100% is definitely not a reason to. We do know it's a tool that they use to justify a search. You know what I'm saying, without a warrant. That's why I tell people when they ask you, because they always do. Every time I get pulled over, they always ask me or something's going on or whatever. They always ask, can they search my car? And I tell them no.
No, fuck you.
Do you mind if I search? I mean, yes, I absolutely do mind if you search my car. I don't want you to search my car. You have no reason to because I haven't committed a crime. Yeah. 2, you don't have a warrant. But some people who are like, okay, well, just to prove my innocence, prove that I'm cooperating with the police or whatever, you know what I'm saying? yeah, you can search my shit, and then that's how motherfuckers get they shit shit get planted on them.
Police are not your friends. They're never there to help you.
Never.
That's what people need to remember.
That they
Like
help you.
they're not there to help you. They are not there to save your life. They are there to get their quota of tickets for the month
Yep.
and get their paycheck and promotion just like everyone else. Cops are not better than anyone. They're just people with a job. And the quicker that people realize that, the better this world will be.
We need better ones though. We need better ones though.
I mean,
The police department is only an extension of
there will never
slave
be
catch.
better police.
They're just an extension of the slave catchers anyway.
Yeah, there will never be better police. You have to abolish police and then replace them with something else. There will never be. You can't improve a system that is inherently
Terrible.
built upon systemic racism. You have to abolish that system and then put a new one in place. I don't think there's any way to fix the police. I think you have to just get rid of police and then create community safety programs that are based on social workers and things like that. And you probably still need detectives for serious crimes, and those people should go to college for 5 years and have some kind of degree. Like there's in other countries cops have to go to college, and in this country you have to do more to be a hairdresser than you to be a cop. So it's literally true. The number of hours that go into hairdressers training are literally more than go into police officer training. Like the cops are just dumb assholes who couldn't get into college and couldn't play college sports, so we give them a gun and then they go eat donuts and shoot people. It's usually black people.
Yeah. Yeah.
The number of times that you see this unbelievably racist bullshit happen, and then the chief of police is black, and you're just like, when you see how far white supremacy stretches, that it actually stretches into other communities, and you're just like, wow, dude, what do we even do? It's just again, abolish all police, abolish ICE. All of these things need to be replaced with, again, 90% of what a cop does can be done by a social worker. So, and they'd be much better at it, and we should pay them more money. So,
I agree with you. What else happened in the world? What else?
Oh, I don't even know. We bombed the shit out of everyone. The world is ending.
Oh yeah. There's a. Did you hear about the story? Did you hear about this? I mean, I guess it's a story or whatever. Where several service members were reporting that their higher ups comparing this new war or whatever to the end of days, and saying this is biblical. This is what's was prophesied. Saying and Donald Trump. Jesus sent Donald Trump to save us. They tie things into I don't know if you're well versed within the text of the Bible and what's going on, but the Book of Revelations, they're talking about all that stuff that it's the end of days now. The battle of Armageddon is upon us.
Again, they're gonna enjoy telling themselves that story when they're in prison. I'm sure that all of those things will keep them warm when they're telling themselves that they're holy warriors and all these other things. I mean, again, it's horrible what's going on, and it's terrible. I feel powerless, with all these things, but all of those people, what the Nuremberg defense is. I was just following orders.
Yeah, right. I wonder how many people are going to say that. Yeah, that's what they're going to say.
Didn't work then. Not going to work now.
That's what they're going to say. I was just following orders. I had no clue. I'm just doing what I was told.
Didn't work then. Not going to work now. It's literally been, again, what people forget, they keep trying to, there's an international court. And I understand that other countries are not going to invade us and take down. I understand that those things are not going to happen, but what will happen is that Donald Trump's handpicked successor will lose the next election, and Republicans will lose this midterm, possibly losing both houses of Congress, most likely just losing one. But and eventually, again, they will be out of power, and the international court will come. And that's the thing, is that you're like,
man.
the Democrats. This has nothing to do with the Democrats. The rest of the world is coming. There's nothing you can do to stop that, because the Democrats aren't going to be like, no, we want to. No, they're going to hand you right over. You're going to go be tried at The Hague.
Yeah.
And then you're going to be put in an international prison. There's no getting out of this because you appointed some hayseed judge who's going to be all, I'm going to ignore the entire law, because there's none of that here. They're all going to international prison. Every single one.
Maybe it's just me, but when I think about The Hague, I'm getting the feeling of you remember when I think it's just the first Superman, when General Zod and that one chick and the other dude, right before they got
Superman
put in it.
2.
Yeah, right before they get Yeah. So that's the way I think about when I think about The Hague. Every time I think about international court in The Hague, I'm thinking shit like that. You just standing in the middle of this open room and people are just talking to you. You don't even see them. It's faceless people.
You're trapped in the little thing. Yeah.
You get trapped in the thing. You sit to space. That's what's going to happen to them.
They have no. Again, I just really think they're we'll just there's no pardons. There's not there. The world will come for you, and it will not. There's not any getting out of it. They just all believe that they can walk from any situation because Donnie will save them, and it's just it won't work that way. And all of them, probably our entire current cabinet, half of our current Congress is going to go to. It's going to be really bad. It's going to be. The largest criminal bloodbath scene in the world since World War II. We're literally playing the part of the Nazis. I don't.
Yeah. Yes.
What's happening now? And so
yeah.
This is not going to end with. I really think Republicans don't get it. I really think that because even I was naive enough to think that they wouldn't win this election, because even I thought, well. Nobody's gonna. And when they did, I was like, well, they're not really gonna do these things because, again, everything comes to eventually. And I was like, you're not really gonna. No, they have. And that's fine because, again, the clock always strikes midnight. The bill always comes due. There's no. And it will come. So. And I shed many tears for those who will die before then. That is horrible. I don't know what. There's nothing. I don't know what to do about that. All I can say is, all this shit will come for them.
Yeah. There's another big thing that happened in the news. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. And Keith kind of hinted at it. Kristi Noem was fired. Was that do you think she was fired because they were saying she's transitioned into a new job? Yeah, I heard people say it's a promotion.
Yeah, that's what they say. She got fired.
Yeah, she got fired,
and they're trying to be nice about the fact that you were fired.
Right.
Yeah.
So
that bitch was fired.
With the Blood Doctor and I did, so with this because we care so much about Kristi Noem and her future.
Very much.
Yeah, we care. It's a huge deal, right?
Think about it all the time.
Yeah, we came up with a list of career paths that she can kind of venture down. This is our top 10.
Yep.
You got to get some top 10 music.
Yeah, we do actually. That's a good idea.
Yes, sir. We got to get some the top 10 career Kristi Noem could pursue now that she doesn't have a job, according to the King of Dot. Let's go. Number 10. Number 10. Number 10. I'm a huge fan of In-N-Out. Live here in California. One of the best burgers I've had in my life. I know right now that they're currently hiring. In fact, they are they're moving out of actually they're moving out of California into Tennessee to Nashville, which means there will be more In-N-Outs out that way. So they're currently hiring. They need line cooks. Kristi Noem could serve as a line cook on for In-N-Out, man. What you think about that?
I mean, I don't think that Kristi Noem has the work ethic or consistency of your average teenager that works at In-N-Out. But I definitely think that, that's something that she could aspire to. I'd like to think that if Kristi Noem applied at an In-N-Out, that they would tell her that she doesn't have enough experience, but maybe next year. Just need to come back and go work at Burger King, and then you can come work at In-N-Out. You got to earn your way.
She got her away.
You got to earn the In-N-Out job. You don't walk into that one.
Yeah, you don't. You're right. You're right about that, bro. You're right about that. 100% right about that. What you got for number?
Well, number 9. Listen, I think that we all know that Kristi Noem is good at one thing, and that's killing dogs. So number 9 is Bounty the Dog Hunter. Kristi Noem can load up her favorite shotgun, and she can hunt down anyone's pets that she wants because she'll be backed by some sort of federal thing, because I assume that, Trump just sort of hands out federal badges like a pilot hands out wings to children. And I can just imagine Kristi Noem knocking in someone's trailer door, shooting their dog in the face, and then she's like, looks in the camera and goes, "That's another bounty." Because, listen, this bitch openly bragged about how much she liked to kill dogs. And I think the only thing that might have been worse to this country is if she openly bragged about how much she liked to fuck dogs. But the thing is that if she did that, at least she didn't kill dogs in that case. In this case, she does kill dogs. So, Bounty the Dog Hunter, the dog killer. And the one thing I would change about this AI poster of Kristi Noem is that I would have the gun pointed right at the dogs' heads because she would definitely kill both of those dogs.
Hey, 100%. You're right. You're right about that. That's wild.
But that's okay. That's why we're training AI. You got to train the AI.
That's wild. That's wild. That is wild. Where we at? Number 9.
Number 8.
Oh, so I'm sorry. Number 8. Number 8. We're at number 8. We were at number 9. 1 second. Number over here. All right, we're back. She likes to do makeup, man. I don't think she's good at it because if you zoom in on it, her the craters in her face are obvious. She applies enough makeup in that distance. She looks young, right? But I don't know what's going on with her. How old is she? I have no clue. But TikTok makeup artist would be a great move for her because whatever she does with her face and however it looks, I'm pretty sure it doesn't look appealing at all. But she camouflages it kind of well. It's to me, it's just when you get to the neck part, bro. Well, when you get to her neck and everything else looks old. I don't know. I have no clue how old she is.
Much like the Highlander, Kristi Noem has known no beginning, and she will know no end until another Highlander cuts her head off. So exactly how old she is cannot physically, technically be determined. But I do agree that TikTok makeup artists would be good for her. She would especially do well in the community of stone-faced monsters who need 45 pounds of makeup to look like a human. So
right, there you go.
That would go over very well for her. So, number 7.
Number 7. All right.
And this one might confuse some people because you say to yourself, why? How does this compare? But number 7 is a glory hole girl anywhere around Mar-a-Lago. And of course, ChatGPT would not generate an image for that. You might say to yourself, if she's a glory hole girl, how would they know it's Kristi Noem? Well, those of us who know Kristi Noem know that her face was surgically implanted by a team of doctors from the planet Mars, and it is created from some sort of fusion of adamantium and whatever the Wakandan one is. And if you were putting your dick through a hole and thus into her mouth, I am quite positive that you would feel the rough, tense portions of her face, thus knowing for sure that it was Kristi Noem. Now, again, you might say to yourself, hey, Blunt Doctor, how would I tell the difference from this and any other surgically enhanced woman around Mar-a-Lago? Because, of course, every single woman around Mar-a-Lago has been under the knife more times than Kim Kardashian and Bruce Jenner combined. And I say to you, again, it's the steel face. It's the ridges. You got to know. You've got to be able to determine these things. That's how you get yourself to the next level in Trump world. And I believe that this is a very likely outcome for Kristi Noem because, I mean, you know, let's be honest. Nobody has sucked Trump's dick more than her already. The logical outcome, you know. It's not polite. It's just true.
I just Googled it. She's 54 years old.
I mean, that's what they say. But again, a Highlander has no age. So
that's funny. That's funny.
Number 6.
Kristi Noem. She can go and get paid to watch the Melania movie because apparently, you know, so that movie has struggled in the box office. I don't think a lot of people have seen that movie too many times. Even Donald Trump, you know, he's trying to save that movie as much as he possibly can. I have no clue what it is. I mean, it is entitled Melania, but I have no clue what it's about. I'm just assuming it's a bunch of like her and her best Arnold Schwarzenegger voice complaining about drapes and tapestries. I have no clue what it's about. But Kristi Noem can definitely probably have a career in going and go watch that movie and just getting paid, you know, basically getting paid to shut up, you know what I'm saying? And keep her opinions to herself and be told, you know, what to say when it's time for her to speak. You know, just say it was a good movie. I need to say that over and over and again. And then this Chat GPT created photo is kind of like misleading because there's two things, right? It looks like she could either be paid to watch the movie or maybe she's getting paid, you know, to commit another act in the movie theater that happens a lot more than you think.
A lot more than we think, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hooley's revealing himself yet again to the crowd. Talking to the audience about ourselves. It's like they say about Republicans, every accusation is just an admittance.
Hey, if you ain't watching movies, hey, might as well make a movie.
Number 5.
All right.
Commissioner of Michael Vick's Dogfighting League. Listen, I'm sure that at this point, Mike Vick has moved on, and I know that he's done speeches for the ASPA. He's become a good person. He's changed himself. He's a coach in college, all these things. Wonderful. But somewhere out there, dogfighting still exists. And damn it, Kristi Noem needs to be part of it. Think about it. You've got a pit bull that drags another dog to the brink of its life, and that dog is right there, and it can completely be saved, and that dog is okay, and we just need to tend to it for the next match, and who comes in but Kristi Noem, and boom, shoots it in the face. That's what we need in our dogfighting league, is a woman with no shame, a woman who knows where the glue comes from in the horse factory, and that's exactly what is going on here. We're going to bring her right in and take this thing to the next level. I truly 1,000,000% believe that if Kristi Noem became commissioner of a dogfighting league, she could convince Donald Trump to get it on television. 100% believe that that is something that would air on a thing called Newsmax late night. 1,000,000%. I'm not even sure that I'm kidding. I think that right now I'm just pitching an idea that they would want to go with. So, you know, again, Kristi Noem running a dogfighting league, running Michael Vick's dogfighting league, no less. I want her to go back to Norfolk, Virginia, and find the exact dogfighting league and run it, and put it on Newsmax. It'll be a hit. I mean, why not? The world's burning down. Let's just fucking go for it.
Dude, that will be on ESPN, the Ocho, if the MAGA people let it.
That's on ESPN 36.
That's crazy. Let's go.
Number 4, baby.
Number four. Uh, the special envoy to these nuts. What else is there to be said? We had the glory hole one, and then we had another one where she, saying, giving up goods, giving up that neck in the movie theater. Might as well give us a neck underneath the desk in the Oval Office, because that's where I hear is the special office for this newly created cabinet position. Kristi Noem, once again, sucking dick.
Yeah, this has been pretty sexist so far, but this next
really
one is
has.
not sexist at all. So that's really important. This next one, the slide doesn't do it justice at all, and very few people are going to get the joke, but I get it, and that's what matters, and it's not sexist at all. And ignore the Cruella de Vil thing. The actual joke is she can have one more surgery and replace Nikki Haley or Cruella de Vil, thus giving the Republicans a white woman they can finally fucking count on. That's hilarious, okay? First of all, that's fucking funny, okay? That's a funny fucking joke. I am just going to sit here just for a moment. That is fucking funny, okay? What I just said is hilarious. Good for me. Just imagine a world in which Nikki Haley wasn't half Indian and was 100% white psychopath. Well, you've got Kristi Noem, and I believe that they could just do one more surgery and then just end all of that. Nikki Haley's actually an Indian person, and just be like, no, she's been white the whole time. Look, see? Or again, the Cruella de Vil thing that ChatGPT caught on to. I mean, again, I just can't say it enough. This woman kills dogs. And who is the ultimate dog killer among women? Well, it used to be Cruella de Vil. Now it's Kristi Noem. But number 2 is Cruella de Vil, just right here. So why not take our secretary of being fired and make her the secretary of Disney evil? I could see it either way. Again, giving the Republican Party the evil white woman they have always desperately wanted. Because, most Republican white women are like Katie Britt from Alabama, and they're like, I'm a mom, and I hate transgender people because my husband will want to bang them instead of me. And I'm like, yeah, he probably will. And so to see them finally have a pure evil white woman, it's what they've always wanted. It's what they've always wanted. Good for them.
Good
That's
for them.
Number 3.
Number 2. Just in case you've ever, wanted to know where your pet went, or if you see a strange dog that you just don't see anymore. You know what I'm saying? You can hire the services of Kristi Noem, Pet Detective. Now, which separates her from Ace Ventura, who the legendary pet detective, is that she's committing these atrocities and using the pet detective agency to cover them up. You know what I mean? So she's like, okay, is your pet missing? And then if she finds it, she kills it. You know what I'm saying? And then you're paying her to look for your pet when she's already murdered it. It's evil, and it just fits right up her alley, in my opinion. What say you, bro?
History will not look kindly upon your time as lead investigator. I can see that one. And again, yeah, she's the pet detective. She finds your dog, and then she kills it.
She kills it, and then you continue to pay. Well, I have a hot new lead. Yeah, you know where you're hiding the body, basically.
Yeah, she's like the serial killer and the hero all in one. It's like a comic.
It's like Dexter. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. No, I love it. Yeah. Honest to God, that's not the worst idea in history. A web comic called Kristi Noem Pet Detective, where she's the one killing all the pets and then investigating it. That is not the worst idea in history, my friend.
Dude, we should write. We should write that.
Hey,
we should write that. I think we should write that.
I'm with it.
That would be great.
KristiNoem.com. Let's snatch it up.
Let's write that. Let's write that. That would be good.
Number 1. Here we go. And this one I'm particularly proud of. And I also, again, I just believe it. It is a Scooby-Doo villain who finally kills those meddling kids and their little dog, too. I mean, listen, this would be in some sort of horrific alternate Scooby-Doo universe in which Scrappy Doo has to save, the entire Scooby-Doo gang with like some version of the Time Stone from Marvel or something. But if anyone was ever going to put us into a world where Scooby-Doo was actually in danger, it would be this woman. And I just can't stress it enough. I want at some point in my life to meet Kristi Noem so I can say to her face, "You're a dog-killing psychopathic bitch." Listen, this joke is what it is. This one writes itself. I love Scooby-Doo more than anything. And this joke almost hurts my heart to make because my family loves Scooby-Doo as well. But I just believe, again, if there were ever an alternate universe where Scooby-Doo were in trouble for a moment, and we were doing like a dark Scooby-Doo where Scooby-Doo had to be saved, well, this bitch is the perfect villain. And not only that, this thing kept her Cruella hair. So it really, it really got the essence of what was going on, and it copied the Cruella de Vil hair right on to the Scooby-Doo villain thing. And it was like, hey, listen, we kill dogs. Cruella kills dogs. It knew. So, that's where that comes from. But again, this would be a Scrappy-Doo hero movie where Scrappy-Doo is redeemed for all people who hate Scrappy-Doo, which is important.
Oh, no, man.
We need to redeem Scrappy-Doo at some point. Too many people
Scrappy-Doo, like, he saves the day a lot.
That's my hot take is we need to redeem Scrappy-Doo. And we'll use Kristi Noem as the villain.
I mean, though, she's like the final boss. That's pretty.
Do you think that Kristi Noem should be the villain in All Dogs Go to Heaven Part 3?
Absolutely.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm never.
She's gonna have that key. She'll have that key. That key line. All dogs go to heaven, they say. Well, they will dine in hell tonight.
Exactly. I will never let this go. I just won't. There are some people that are defined by one line of jokes. It's the O.J. Simpson and Norm Macdonald thing. It's the 98 ESPYs where he goes the whole time really without making a Norm Macdonald joke, and then he gets to Charles Woodson. He says, you had an incredible season. Michigan won the national championship. You won the Heisman. Congratulations. That is something they can never take away from you. Unless you kill your wife and a waiter. Then all bets are off. They just had to, at that last moment, make the O.J. Simpson joke 2 years after he was fired from Saturday Night Live, 4 years after it happened. And that's how I would be with Kristi Noem. Is like I could, like if I was doing comedy 6 years from now,
right,
I would find a way to get a Kristi Noem dog killer joke in because that's just what it is.
That's all she is. She's a dog killer. We're not gonna let that live.
And it never gets old. Let's be honest.
It won't.
That's People what she says about killing dogs.
Oh man, anything else going on?
Well, I do want to say one other thing, off topic for us normally, because we don't typically talk about sports things that much. The Darren Peterson thing in Kansas. I have two competing thoughts on this, and for those who don't know what's going on, essentially, the number one overall pick in the draft, or the consensus number one overall pick in the draft, is repeatedly skipping games, or subbing himself out of games, or not finishing games, claiming that he has injuries when he is cleared to play. And he is at different times just basically saying, I don't want to play, or, I'm not feeling it, I feel a tweak, whatever. And, I feel a few things about this. Number one, I understand first and foremost, and athletes need to protect their future. But part of the solution of guys being paid by NIL was that so they would play. Because you're being paid to play in college now, so there's much less of a chance of like your future being destroyed and you make no money. You're making money. Number two, injuries are no longer career ending. Like you could hurt yourself and still go number one overall. Kevin Durant came back from an Achilles tear. Jason Tatum just came back 10 months later from an Achilles tear. Like an injury is not the end of the world. So
it's not.
It doesn't quite mean what it used to. So I do think that there is it's a little weird to be like, I understand this kid wants to protect his body, but it's like you're getting paid and our medical staffs are better than ever. Why are you even in college basketball if you don't want to play? And I do think that at this point, AAU basketball is ruining every other form of basketball. Because what happens is these kids get run into the fucking ground before they even reach college. Their knees and shit are fucked up. They don't even want to play college basketball. They just want to get to the NBA and sign a contract. Then they're going to get to the NBA. They want to load manage themselves. Like, we need to stop drilling the love of sports out of kids. Let them be kids for a little bit and let them grow into playing in these leagues. So what if they're not completely fucking polished by the time they get to college? Big goddamn deal. So what? We've literally got this point where kids are fucking their knees up. Like, Lonzo Ball's career has been completely derailed by injury he suffered before he even got to the NBA.
Yep.
Same goddamn thing for Zion Williamson. And you have kids who play 3 AAU games in a day in some of these tournaments. They play multiple tournaments over a week. They don't even fucking go to school. And we're talking about kids who are 14, 15, 16 years old. And so it reaches a point where now the number one prospective overall pick in the draft simply doesn't even want to play college ball because, you know, I might tweak something and then I won't be number one and then blah, 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 blah. And then they get to the NBA and they don't even want to play. I only want to play 50 games. So at a certain point, we are beating the love of basketball out of kids before they even get to the league. And I just think that, like, parents need to step in and stop AAU basketball. It's ruining the game. Every kid wants to be Steph Curry. These guys get to the league and they're such good friends with each other that, like, there's no rivalries in the NBA anymore. They're all friends. And it's like, it's good that they're friends. Great. I'm not, but like, you and me grew up with teams that actually fucking hated each other a little bit. And it made for really good, you know, and they would still hang out in the off season, but they weren't hanging out like in the same way during the season. There was genuine, like, dislike.
It's kind of like a professional wrestler. So professional wrestling has this thing called kayfabe, right? And it was a big thing back in the 80s and early 90s and stuff like that before, like, the internet took off and you found out, like, that whole facade was removed. You know what I mean? You like, okay, you would think these people, like, would beef each other. You would think that Hulk Hogan and Macho Man at that time didn't like each other because you would never see them together. Like, the WWF at that time wouldn't allow people who were feuding, like, it wouldn't allow, like, the good guys and the bad guys to travel together. You know what I mean? So, like, if you were to be in a restaurant and you saw, like, you know, saying let's say John Cena, you saw John Cena, you wouldn't see John Cena and Umaga if he was feuding with Umaga at that time. You would never see them together. Back in the day, you would see Hulk Hogan and I don't know, like, you know, someone else,
the Rock and Kurt Angle.
You wouldn't see them. You wouldn't see them together. You know what I mean? Especially if they were feuding, because they want to keep that mystique that these people hate each other. They can't be in the same room with each other, or it's on site. You know what I'm saying? So, I almost forgot where I was going with this. But it's just like you say, man. Like, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Like, okay, with the NBA, now, like, everybody hangs out with each other. LeBron's cool with his best friend was Chris Paul and everybody, and then everybody gets to play together. So it definitely takes that mystique out. That thing is gone.
And again, I'm not advocating for them to, like, fight like hockey or some shit, but I'm just saying, like, the NBA is kind of full of fake tough guys, and I do miss how heated 90s basketball rivalries got. Like, you know, the Michael Jordan versus the Knicks stuff got serious. The Pacers versus Knicks stuff got serious. The Pacers versus, you know, Bulls stuff. It was all very heated. And it was a little bit more than a basketball game, and it was fun. And I do feel that some of that is lost. You know, the All-Star game, they don't even want to play each other now. It's just, you know, and again, I'm not trying to be an old man. I know I sound like an old man. But I do think that AAU is just taking away the joy of basketball from these kids and leaving them with, like, it's turning them into professionals at age 14, and they don't even get to enjoy the game anymore.
No, they don't.
You know, you're being recruited, you know, for these scouting services when you're literally 14 years old. Like, you know, I don't like the way that
it's a lot of pressure too, man. It's a lot of pressure you put on these kids. There's a lot of pressure you put on these kids with that.
And, like, we're not letting kids be kids. We're forcing them to, like, hey, do you want to focus on football or baseball? You got to decide right now. You're 14 years old. You need to choose your future immediately. It's too
Right.
much. And so I just wish that when I see this Darren Peterson situation, and it's very obvious that he has some injury history stemming back to what went on at AAU. He has something that is making him feel uncomfortable, but it's just like if I'm an NBA team, it's like, well, this guy's not a warrior. You know that. This dude's not a guy who's just gonna. If you're subbing yourself out of games where the medical staff says you're fine, you're not like, that dude. Which, by the way,
Right.
fine. You don't have to be. Kawhi Leonard has had a perfectly good career sitting when he doesn't want to play. That's fine. But, there is something to be said for dudes who show up every night. They're like, is my leg going to fall off? No, then I'm going to play. There's something to guys who are a little bit tougher. And I just think that we're trending towards running our kids into the ground. And then the adults are like, oh, I'm not going to try because I know what happened.
The thing is, everybody wants their kid to be some type of phenom.
Right.
You know what I mean? It just don't happen that way. That's not how it is.
Teach your kids to be a role player.
Yeah, teachers.
Teach your kid to be a
You still
fucking
need
role player.
it. But every parent wants their kid to be like, oh, my child is this, and he's doing it, so he's averaging this and he's averaging that. But like, what's that even mean for real? You know what I mean? If you're in a weak ass AAU or like just a park league or rec league or whatever, and you have your kids playing in and they're dominating, that's cool. But when real competition hits them, what are you gonna say then?
Lonzo, LaMelo, James Wiseman, plenty of
there's a lot.
It out.
Julian Newman
finally coming around, but
it's that internet shit, bro. Like say that's why we have them.
Well, he literally does like one-legged sidestep shots. It's like, all right, dude, that's literally not basketball, dog. Like
that's not basketball. That's not
like at a certain point, it's just like, all right, man, like go do some trick
shots. I don't get it. Yeah, it's like they just doing trick shots out here, and like if it goes in, and people are like, "Oh, wow, he tried to do." No, that shit was luck.
LaMelo was a fucking Instagram star when he was 14 years old. Why should he stop doing something that's made him famous since he was a kid? Because his dad fucking put him out there when he was a child. Because the best kid in AAU is famous for some reason. Again, we're literally turning children into money-making machines at this level. Like it's kind of what we used to do with like Disney kids. We're now doing it with AAU kids. Like these parents are like, oh shit, my kid's gonna make it to the league and pay for my whole life and blah 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 blah. And they run these fucking kids into the ground. And that's the thing is like we're sitting here talking about Lonzo, Zion, all this shit. What about all the kids that had that same thing, but then literally didn't have the talent to go anywhere and now are just walking around with fucked up knees because they had some psychotic coach and psychotic parent who don't understand you don't play a kid 40 minutes a game, 3 games.
Julian Newman, man. Julian Newman. I mean, he was a great, granted he was undersized, but like
but that's a perfect example.
The amount of attention that kid got, like, good. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, cool. But like my thing with my only gripe with Julian Newman, bro, you can do all that dribbling. The shot is still worth 2 points. You know what I mean? No, you do all that dribbling and you're not going anywhere.
And he's the perfect example of a social media star who's not a basketball player.
He's not a basketball player.
Who is hyped up because of that, and then when he gets put against competition, it's like, oh,
sucks. Hey, he watches that, and it became less about him playing basketball and more about him crashing out.
Right. Which
you know what I mean?
And it was like, because he was nowhere near the talent level that he made it out to be, and it's like, dude, that's okay. You also don't have to be Michael Jordan. You can just play basketball, and I'm just saying, like, the point I'm making about this is that the Darren Peterson situation is less about, and again, I do think it's kind of lame to constantly check yourself out of games when the medical staff you have no injury. I do think that's lame. But listen, if he's hurt, whatever. But the point is that wouldn't be happening if these kids weren't running to the ground before they even got to college. And that's ultimately the point to me is that AAU basketball is very bad.
AAU is very itself, like even with football or even like baseball, AAU is like terrible. My opinion.
I've heard some fucked up stories about Larry Bird. I don't know about that, but no, AAU is terrible. I agree. But that's my take on that. It's not even about Darren Peterson. It's really about what we're doing to kids before they even reach college. So
For sure, man. For sure.
that's my thing, man.
Yeah. Hey, man. Good show, man. We running up on time, man. Time flies when you're having fun, but yeah, we're running up on
It's
time
about that
here,
time.
man.
Sunday
What you got
Night
going
Suns
on?
tomorrow night? Blunt Doctor
Yeah.
Show Wednesday.
Right on. We have Truth Be Told Sports on Monday. We will have the homie Miles Morgan jumping through. We also have we got some big stuff lined up with a bare knuckle fighting championship. Some more interviews coming down the pipe with that stuff.
Great.
I'm really excited about. I'm trying to finish rolling this. Well, never mind. I don't think I can say it on YouTube. But yeah, we got a lot of exciting stuff going on with Truth Be Told Sports, man. So get ready, guys. We booked up, man. We have a very special show that we're planning in May.
Hell yeah.
Which is gonna be super fun.
It's gonna be all good for the Truth is Blunt Network, baby.
Let's go, man. The Truth is Blunt Network. We finally got a name. Get ready, dog. It's gonna be dope. We taking over, man. Taking over. YouTube plaques everywhere.
There it is.
YouTube plaques everywhere.
Is
that how we? Is that we saw? Yeah, I definitely need that. I need one of those to put up.
Yeah,
we need to get a good logo for it.
Yeah.
Together.
Yep.
And then we'll go for that. Yeah, it's gonna be dope.
There.
But be on the lookout. Be on the lookout. You got anything else, bro?
I'm it.
All right, man. So Sunday Night Suns tomorrow night. Truth Be Told Sports Podcast on Monday. That's the Blunt Doctor. I am King Cooley. We are the King and Doc Podcast. Thank you guys for listening. Make sure you like and subscribe to the King and Doc Podcast on YouTube. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We out here. Peace.